So today I want to really just unveil a campaign strategy that has got some amazing results. And it takes a few pieces here and there, but it is so simple, all right? It's not super complicated. It is so simple. It's a fundamental element that will work no matter your offer, no matter your avatar, no matter your niche. This is going to work for you. And if you were to put this into practice over the next 7 days, then you might be the one that sees, more sales calls booked through it than I did. We got about 5 to 10 qualified booked calls using this one campaign only, and I'm going to show you exactly how it goes. So if you guys are all ready to get started, I'm going to share my screen. I made a couple of slides for you, so you don't have to sit here and just stare at me. Nobody wants that, of course. And thank you, everybody's joining us. Drop a comment, say hi, let us know you're all here. Tell us where you're from, where you're joining us from. That's always fun to know. And all right. So for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Sheena. We founded Atlas Online Solutions 5 and a bit, almost 6 years ago. And now we run Atlas Agency Launch Lab. Atlas Agency Launch Lab takes people who either want to start an agency or have started an agency and really want to scale and get them where they want to go incredibly fast. I have a couple of the students that have just either graduated or still in the program that have recorded some things for you to let you know all about it. But more about Atlas Agency Launch Lab soon. Right now, I'm going to give you actionable steps that you can put in place right now to get yourself some more clients. So the first step is, what is it that you need to do to get clients quickly? Now, I've put it on the screen, like the answer's right there. Sometimes we get a little confused, like, oh, we've got to send Facebook DMs, we've got to start a call, we've got to do cold calling. All you've got to do is get your perfect message in front of your perfect people, or your ideal message in front of your ideal people, okay? It's so simple. It's all you've got to do. It's going to book you calls like crazy. Now, I know I said it's simple. It is. And I'm going to break it down just a little bit more so that you can see exactly what I mean by that. All right. So the first thing I was going to do, if I have to get a client in the next 7 days, these are the exact steps that I take. In this campaign, it's rocket fuel. Okay. I swear it has done more than anything else I've ever done. First thing I do is decide what it is I'm going to offer. Okay, what is it that I'm going to offer? Now, I want it to be simple, right? I don't want to get 2 or 3 clients and then just be slammed in work. I don't want to have to use that money to invest in a bigger team. I want it to be less boots on the ground, easy to fulfill. And then I'm going to look at my avatar and my brand, okay? What is it they're struggling with right now, especially in the holidays? Okay, what's going on in their life? What is their pain points, both personal and professional? What is going on, right? Is this easy to fulfill, do it in my sleep, doesn't take a lot of boots on the ground, going to solve that problem for them, and how quickly, like in the time frame they need, right? So that's the first thing we'll do. Now, I'm not going to take too long to sit there and think about it. If we stop and we for some reason, this isn't showing up in the event. Just so you know. Well, this is just being live streamed inside of the group. Let me know if it's not inside of the group, because it should be. If you read the event, it says we're live streamed inside the group. So if it's not, let me know, because I got to go do something about that, because I thought I had already fixed that. Anyway, so that's what I do. And then I do a little bit of competitor research. Who else is currently trying to solve that problem? All right. And I'm going to have a look at it. What ads are they running? How have they bundled it together to make it a no-brainer? How successful are they being? How many comments and interactions and things like that on their social media posts about it have they got? Things like that. So I'm going to do a little bit of competitor research around it, find out who my main competitors are, and more about why later. And then I'm going to think of, what is it I need to position this against? Because whenever you make an offer, all right, this kind of goes into next message as well. Whenever you make an offer, better is better, right? Sure. I can take whatever it is my competitor is doing and I can do it better. It's harder for somebody to believe that you can do it better. It's easier for them to believe that you have reinvented the wheel and you have something brand new to offer them. So better is better, different is best. And then I'm going to look at the risk factors, right? Have they been burnt before? I was talking to a student just yesterday or the day before who actually had somebody's client, one of their competitors' clients, come to them because they've been burnt. All right. So if you position your message, if you position your brand correctly, you're not going to have to go out there and take other people's clients or go out there and find your clients. They're going to come to you. All right. So think about that. So think about the risk factor of that. Have you positioned your brand and your message correctly to combat that? There's a time thing. So we just talked about that. If this is their right now problem, can you solve it in enough time for it to make sense for them to say, yeah, I want that? There's a lot more that goes into time. You want to take away the energy level. That's another risk factor. You want to take away any identity crisis and things like that. But you need to find the thing they hate. What's the thing they hate about solving that problem? And you need to position against it. All right. I can get your campaign up and running and get you this in this amount of time without having to wait months and months for a campaign to start, or without having to do a lot of back and forth about it. Or I can do this for you without sitting there and writing countless scripts. Position it against something that they don't like. All right. And then talk to their destination, not to the vehicle. So notice how I said, I'm going to do this for you. I didn't say, right, we're going to run SEO and we're going to put some paid ads in there. And now I'm going to advertise my paid ads. You don't ever want to do that. All right. Multiple reasons. One of them is, are they burnt? Have they been burnt by a marketer before? Have they tried SEO? Do they no longer trust it? Right. You want to talk to the end destination, not the vehicle. I can get you a running, successful, profitable, automatable agency in less than 90 days. That's what I can do for you. I'm not telling you how I'm doing it. I'm not saying this is the exact strategies. We use paid ads and cold email. I don't tell you that. I'm telling you this is what I can get you, because this is what I can get you. All right. I'm talking about your destination, not your vehicle. And if I want to take that a step further, I can say I can get you financially free out of the rat race of the 9 to 5, working for the man, never having a future, in less than 90 days. So that's taking it a next step. All right. So that's what you're going to do with your offer. Talk to the destination, not the vehicle. And then figure out your price point. Now, this price point thing kind of ties into the lead magnet. So we're going to take a second and think about this. We don't want to be trying to, if we need to get a client in the next week, we don't want to be trying to sell a $5,000 thing. Yes, it takes just as much effort to sell a $5,000 thing as it does a $500 thing, but your pool of people that are able to jump on it is smaller. Okay? So I suggest something simple. Now, when you price it, this ties into your messaging. You want it to be exclusive. You want to use all those emotive words that I spoke about last time that we did a webinar. I gave you over 200 emotive words to use and exactly why to use them. You want to make it so it's stupid for them to say no. Okay? There is a tactic that Hormozi talks about. That's another one that you could consider doing. All right? Offer something, a $4,000 thing for free. First person in the door, first winner, whoever gets it for free. Second prize, you get $1,000 off, like a ridiculous amount off, $1,000 off. And then third prize, you get a Amazon gift card. Okay? Then they're going to come in and you're going to give that first one away to somebody for free, like we did last time. Give it away to somebody for free. Then you've got this massive list of people that have come in that want this, all right, that you can call and say, would you like to claim your $1,000 off? It's a bit of a no-brainer. They'll be like, oh, yes, I do. Of course I do. Do I have to in the next 48 hours? I want to claim my $1,000 off. Yay, I won something. And they're thinking, I won something, not I need to give you money. All right. See how some of that makes a little sense? And then the other strategy to do that with is you could offer it something ridiculously low price, like a foot in the door offer. So remember how we talk about the offer fulfillment, less boots on the ground, not taking too much out of you to handle this? You could do something really, really small, super automated. Like, do you usually sell an hour's worth of your time to teach somebody's team on how to take a lead to an appointment? Is that something you usually sell? Because if so, you can say, you have my $97 thing, really cool thing, for $1 today. Everybody's going to be like, yes, of course. 2 reasons that you would do this. 1, you don't want to give things away for free. If you give things away for free, you're getting those looky-loos that are coming around to get your free stuff that are never going to invest in what you do. So always put some kind of price point onto it if you can. This is if you're trying to get a client in the next 7 days. And 2, once I've invested once, they've already crossed that first barrier inside of themselves that you can be trusted with their money. So they are much more likely to give you more money next time. Does that make sense? All right. So figure out your price point. There's so many things about it. And then build a lead magnet like we just talked about. Lead magnets have to be something they think they want. All right. You don't want to be building out a lead magnet on the importance of using these backlinks. Not very many people care enough to want that. They all think they want something cool, the super bright, shiny thing. How to make 30 days worth of social media content in less than 5 minutes. Something they think they want, all right? So you build out a lead magnet around it, and then make sure it's automated fulfillment. So when you have your lead magnet, make sure that your landing page, look, let me show you. All right, so this is one of the lead magnets that I use for my agency. All right, super, super simple. The first page, they come in here, it says 50K in less than 90 days, tip the scales in your favor, enter your information for instant access to our roadmap. People put their information in here, and then they move over to the next page. This is the Atlas coaching roadmap. I like working with coaches, guys. And I show them exactly how I took my coaching program from an idea to this and this amount of time. There's a short video of me explaining it. There's a large button that says, please book a call, and then their downloadable copy. This is going to get me a lot of leads very, very fast. Okay. Now, the fun thing about this is I can make it completely automated. All right. I can send out the email. I can send out however it is I'm reaching them. And when they enter their information through High Level, automatically they get the text message containing the information. Automatically they get added to this and this and this. All right. I don't have to touch a button to get a bunch of different leads for a bunch of different things. And if I want, I can put a price point on it. Make it $1. You know, give myself that thing that it takes to really weed out who's the looky-loos and who's people that are potentially going to be good clients for me. All right, so make sure you know what you're offering. Make sure you know who you're offering it to. Make sure you've really solidified your message, and make sure you've got a lead magnet around it. Now, I teach you exactly how to do every single one of these things inside of Atlas Agency Launch Lab. This is much higher level, but for those of you who know how to do this, you're going to find this incredibly powerful. All right, so the next step, figure out how you're going to get that message to people. All right, first thing I ever do is start a cold email. I mean, cold email, guys, is $1 a lead. Like, I don't know what the exact data is, but you can reach a huge amount of people very, very quickly. If you've got a lead magnet, the response rate is going to be awesome. They're going to become your database, and then it's just using your skills as an appointment setter to nurture and take them in. So that's the first thing I do. Secondly, I would DM people. All right. I don't mean saying, hey, can you take on any more clients this week? You know, there's two things here. One, make sure that your offer is of course, I want this offer. 2, invite them to an event, invite them to a free thing. Instead of just pitching them, just say, hey guys, I've got this thing going on. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. You know, something very simple. And then next thing I do is audience hack. Now I'll teach you how to do that very soon. Audience hacking, best thing since sliced bread, guys. It is incredible. I mean, how many of you guys have done courses and things? People are like, yeah, send out 10 DMs a day, blah, blah, blah. I don't tell you who to contact, how to contact the hottest leads, and exactly what to say, but more on that soon. And the next thing is social posts, all right? So many fun things to do here, but if you've got that lead magnet, you can use other people's assets so easily. Now, I don't say you should just go into a Facebook group and drop a lead magnet and expect it to work. There are steps you have to do. First, you have to prime the group. And I've made videos about this. You're welcome to go to our YouTube channel and check them out. First thing to do is introduce yourself, have a picture of yourself, all right? Next thing to do is set yourself up as an expert. Multiple reasons why. You want that badge, that top contributor, that expert, that group expert badge next to your name. You want people to know you and believe what you have to say and want to interact with you. Like, you want to be the star of that group. So go ahead, comment on a lot of people's things, like them, share informational things, celebrate their successes with them, talk to them about their dog and their kids, and answer any questions they have. Prime the group. Next thing, ask something for help. Okay, ask for help. Now, it doesn't have to be even related to business, right? If you want it to be, of course, you can say, look, guys, I have a Facebook group built for massage therapists, and I'm planning on doing a 3-day masterclass inside of my Facebook group. What do you guys think are the topics that these business owners would most want to hear about? You're going to get answers. You're also going to get a bunch of people wanting to join your group, become your leads, and I'll teach you how to take care of your group later, but it's one of the things you can do. And then it could just be about life, about business. Hey guys, got my in-laws over. What do you think I should cook for dinner? Something simple. Have them engaging with you. Once I've talked to you, once they have taken that step to talk to you, it's much easier for them to take that step and talk to you when you drop in that lead magnet. Okay? And then if you have the ability inside of other people's assets, go live, all right? There's something about seeing somebody's face, all right? Something about being able to talk to them, see them as a relatable person that really helps. And once you've done that, chop it up for reels. Make sure it's related to your offering, but chop it up for reels. It doesn't have to be reels. It can be YouTube shorts. It can be whatever you want it to be, but chop it up. Make sure that you're putting it all over your social media. Now, you can also add this to your newsletters, all right? So you can send out a newsletter and say, hey guys, I just recorded this 10-minute conversation where I solved this really cool problem without doing this thing that you really hate. If you want to check it out, here's a link, all right? Really, really powerful way to use 10 minutes worth of your time with maximum effect. So these are some of the things I would do. Now, I talked about audience hacking. So when you're going to use social media, you really, really want to make sure you're using it right. Now, one of the first things to do is, like, you can use all of this for free. It's not going to cost you a penny to use any of this advice, okay? Step 1 is find people that serve the same people as you. All right, that can be fellow digital marketers, but it doesn't have to be, okay? So let's say you work with real estate agents. Find a real estate agent coach, real estate coach, whatever they are, you know what I mean? Like, find somebody who serves exactly the same audience as you, right? Then you're going to audience hack them. That means that you're going to add them as a friend, right? And you're going to reach out to everybody that they are currently targeting on Facebook. This means that you can leverage off their audience by going after everybody who's ever commented and reacted to each of their Facebook posts, because their audience is now your audience, all right? How to do this: find 5 people from your friends list or in Facebook groups that serve the same audience as you. Follow them, like their post, click on their links, engage with them. That was 5, all right? Now you can see all of their posts. Now you can see all of their ads. You can see everything they do, and it's going to start popping up on their newsfeed because Facebook's algorithm now thinks, right, this is a good person to show you. It's going to show you a lot. Now you can audience hack their comments and their likes. So take a look at this one here. This person here has 300 comments, about 300 interactions, 130 comments, right? You can filter through every single person that's ever engaged with them. So by owner, CEO, director, coach, broker, real, things like this, keywords. And then let me move to the next page. Look at this. You can send them a friend request. Or if you don't want to have to do this manually, you can use our Chrome extension that does it all for you. You just click a button, put in your keywords, press run, and it will send a friend request to every single person that's ever interacted with this post that fits those keywords, that has interacted and liked and shared. Okay? So the first thing to do is to find a person. This is exactly what it would look like if you were to use our automated software. All right? If you see this, you can send a message every 9 minutes. You can use a gender filter, a country filter. You can look up people that have mutual friends so that Facebook's less likely to see what you're doing as suspicious. You can put in your keywords, put in some negative keywords. So I would use like Bitcoin and crypto, etc. These are people I don't want to add as friends. And then I would create a couple of different message segments. And then I would send a message, right? Now, instead of keeping track of everybody I've ever sent a message to, I'd also include the CRM. All right, so there's Facebook CRM that we offer as an extension. And that would allow me to label everybody that I've ever spoken to, ever interacted with. And then the next time I'm dropping my lead magnet, or I want to invite them to my Facebook group, or I want to invite them to a webinar or a masterclass or anything to get myself more clients quickly, I can segment them and I can send out a blast message. Does that make sense? All right, so that's one of the first ways I would audience hack. Now you can use almost all of these tips instead of just going after people that are friends, right? Go after people that are running ads. So you can audience hack people's ads, right? I think that's the next one. Let me see. Yeah. So, this one here's a group. So this one's you audience hack a business. So let's say you're talking to massage therapists, all right? What's the facial technicians. There we go. Sorry, my words are getting a little confused. Facial technicians. All right, think of the things that they use and who provides that for them. All right, so who are they following on Facebook that is providing a software or a product or a service to your ideal audience? You're going to find them on Facebook. You're going to add them as a friend, or you're going to like and follow their business page or whatever. You're going to click on every single link inside of that page. And then their posts are going to start showing up on your newsfeed. And the minute that happens, you have now hacked the audience. You can send them a message. You can add them as a friend. You can pitch them. You can add them to your CRM. I'm getting ahead of myself here, guys. But you can use Client Prospector if you want to, or you can do this manually, right? You can do this yourself. And then it's all going to get added into your CRM. You can send them messages and you can keep things going. All right, so the next one to do would be to find a group that serves the same audience as you, and then find ads. All right, so audience hack ads. So this is how I would audience hack. Now, if you guys want more information, I realize I kind of rushed through it today, but look it up. I've got 2 videos out there that shows you exactly step by step how to do this on our YouTube channel. I'm not going to take up too much more time here today, but you will be able to see it then. Oh, it looks like there was an issue with people seeing what we're doing. Maybe Zach has fixed it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you very much. All right, now I'm going to drop a link here for people who want a little bit more information about audience hacking. All right, these are the tools that I talk about using to automate it. Now, it's so cool. Let me show you. I'm going to take a second. All right, let's look inside the group that we're currently using. All right, I'm going to click on the members over here. All right, so I'm going to find all the members. Then I'm going to click on my Chrome extension, which you guys won't be able to see, but you'll be able to see it in a minute. I'm going to press run. Now, can you see how it's going through here? It's going to send a message and a friend request to every single person here automatically. And it's going to send them exactly what message I have asked them to send. All right, so that's the software. Oh, I didn't share my screen. That's all right. We'll come back to it. All right, so let's move on, guys. The next thing to do would to use LinkedIn. Okay, LinkedIn is really, really powerful. LinkedIn can sometimes be time consuming because you have to really nurture those relationships before you come your clients. I was still sharing a screenshot and not what I was doing. Okay, let's do it. Everyone want to see it? We'll just take a second. All right, so here's our group. I'm going to go into the members section. All right. I'm going to press run on my Chrome extension. Now you guys won't be able to see my Chrome extension because I'm sharing a tab, not the entire screen, but that's okay. You'll be able to see it's going through here, right? It's finding everybody. Look, it's automatically adding them as a friend and sending them a message. And it will do that for an entire group, for an entire ad, for an entire post. Almost anything you asked it to do is going to just automate your prospecting for you inside of Facebook. Okay. All right. Hopefully you guys got to see that one this time. All right. Now back to LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you have to really nurture people before you can add them as, as a client most of the time. The automated DMs and all of those things aren't very effective anymore. There are ways to make it better, but it's not the most effective way to use LinkedIn. The most effective way to use LinkedIn is to socialize. So I suggest that you start adding people as friends that fit your ideal avatar. And then you have a quick conversation with them. All right. You need to be able to turn your LinkedIn profile into a client acquisition machine because they are going to check it. They're going to have a look at who's this person that sent me the friend request. And if your page is selling for you, your words don't have to. All right. So if you're inside of my group, I will be dropping a training on how to do that for your LinkedIn very, very soon. But you're going to do all of that. And then this 1 week that we're out there and we're just trying to get clients for this 1 week, we get to go and have a look at every single person we have ever sent a connection request to, that we've ever had an interaction with. All right. And we get to reactivate that database by saying, hey, friend, here's this really cool free or $1 or whatever it is thing. I thought about you and I wondered if, this would be something you'd be interested in doing. Or, hey, friend, I'm running a webinar inside of my private community. Would you like to turn up and have a look at all the cool things I can do for you? All right. Now, the next step here is Zapier. One of the fun things is that whenever you are doing automated or even non-automated LinkedIn outreach, you can set up Zapier. And whenever they accept that connection request, they pull that contact into your CRM, into your high level, and it sends them an email and things like that. All right. So they can become this database inside of your CRM. So instead of just sending them a message to reactivate them, to get them to jump on that lead magnet, that cool offer, that thing that you're trying to sell in this next 7 days or whatever time frame you set for yourself, you can also do it inside of your emails. And that comes back to our next thing. So database reactivation. You can send a newsletter. Now, you can just send a salesy email. Like you can do that. It is effective. All right. I think the most effective way to utilize sending an email or a newsletter for a database reactivation is, remember how we talked about going live inside of somebody's asset and chopping it up? Even if you don't chop it up, put it somewhere like YouTube. Okay. Then you can send a very, very short, simple message that says, hey, I recorded this for you. Thought you might be interested in checking it out. And when they do check it out, it's going to be exactly the solution to their very, very problem. All right. And it's not going to be super salesy. It's not going to be super, super pushy. It's going to be adding value in a higher level way. They're then going to know that you took the time to think about them, think about their problem, and send them this personalized email, inviting them to find the very solution to their problem. All right. I find that is so much more effective than just sending out an email and expecting it to convert in a quick period of time. You can do text messages. Text messages Just let them know about the super cool thing that you're doing. Remember that messaging that you worked on before, how you've like removed the risk factors. You have broken down a lot of those barriers. It's not going to be hard for them to receive that text message, especially if you are connecting with them on all the other platforms, right? You are hitting them from LinkedIn. You are hitting them from social media, from YouTube, from inside of their email, inside of your Facebook CRM with that software, right? You're sending them a message. You're inviting, and make sure that each message is different, all right? You don't want to be like, hey, friend, buy my stuff on every single platform. That's really not going to work very, very well. By that 7-11-4 rule, all right? The conversion sequence is going to be working in your favor if you can hit them across all the different platforms. All right, and then don't forget about your Facebook friends. Okay, you have friends on Facebook, you have followers. You can use them, you can turn them into clients. These are people that have already actively tried to interact with you. Don't forget about them. You need to make money in the next 7 days. These people are warm leads. Go live. You know, you can go live inside of your personal page. You can tell them, hey guys, I got a solution to your problem. Here it is. Or if you've just recently received a cool testimonial or got some reviews, or you've written up this really, really awesome case study, you can just go live and talk about it. They will come flocking. Like I wish I'd taken screenshots for you guys, but there was a couple of posts, not just from myself, but from other people I know in the last few days, was like, hey, anybody looking for this? And there was a bunch of people that became clients in a very, very short amount of time. So even though people are pinching pennies, even though it's the end of the year, people are ready to invest in themselves, because the fun thing about the end of the year, people know that they wake up on January 1st. They don't want to be in the same position they're in right now. And if you have something that can get them from here to there in that period of time, or at least put them on the right pathway to solving that pain point, that problem that we talked about right at the very, very beginning, then I think that you're going to find they convert into clients very, very easily, especially this time of year. All right, and then make some posts. Now, don't just make salesy posts. One of the things that we hear a lot is, yeah, I'm posting on Facebook and no one's biting, but then when you have a look, it's quite salesy. On your personal page, make sure you're entertaining people as well, because if you're entertaining people, then they're going to be interacting with your posts, and then Facebook's going to be showing it to more and more people. And then when you do make that promo post, that's going to show up to them, and they're going to almost feel like you're entitled to it because you have engaged with them as a friend before you pushed, hey, buy my really, really cool stuff. Does that make sense? All right. Now, all of this is client getting action. Now, 3% of any given audience is ready to buy right now. It doesn't matter how hard and how fast you push this, like we've just talked about, not everybody is on the I want to buy right now. And that's our goal for the next 7 days, is to find their I want to buy right now person. But you don't want to ignore all of the leads that aren't quite there yet, but will be in 30 days. All right? Invite them to a group. Invite them to a community. Is it a LinkedIn group? Is it a Facebook group? Is it a somewhere group? Invite them to your private community. Now, I am releasing a training very, very soon on how to monetize Facebook groups, or you can join the Launch Lab and you can learn all about it in there. But basically, essentially, it comes down to make sure the settings in your Facebook group are up correctly. Make sure that the questions when somebody's joining your Facebook group is priming them to enter a sales funnel. All right. Make sure that you are active in nurturing that Facebook group. One live stream every single week, just one. Don't have to go live every single day. One. Keep it to 10, 15 minutes. I go much longer. I know, guys, I'm sorry. But keep it to 10, 15 minutes. Keep it higher level. What to do, not how to do it. Okay, I don't do that. I give you guys the how. But if you guys are trying to turn your Facebook group into clients very quickly, this is what you should do. You should also have a one long form post every single week, right? So if I'm going live on Sundays, I want to release a long form post on a Thursday. As you see inside the group, I don't do this very well. I'm not after you guys for money, that's why. But that's what you do. And then this long form post, you want it to be objection busting. Okay. I want it to be breaking down those barriers, and do it more than that, actually. It needs to be getting them to admit that they need help. Because if you can reduce the risk factors, if you can bust that objection, and then if you can challenge them, even subconsciously, to admit that they need help, the help that your really cool thing is going to solve, that's going to be very, very powerful, right? And then have a 2-step situation a few days later, right? Drop your lead magnet and tag either everybody or certain people who have interacted with your long form posts, or certain people that have commented on your live stream, whatever it is, however you choose to do that, tag them in it and say, hey friend, did you check this out? Thought about you. Thought this might be helpful. And the second step, get your appointment setter, or yourself if you don't have one yet, to direct them to the lead magnet. So whenever they're talking to anybody inside of your group, hey, did you check out that thing that Sheena or Zach or whoever it was dropped inside the group the other day? So over here, you might find it helpful. That's really, really cool. Okay. Now, this is how you prime your Facebook group. This is how you should be utilizing your Facebook group already. Okay. In case you guys weren't doing it, I just wanted to give you the steps. Once you've started doing that, now you can do group reactivation. Now, yes, use the Chrome extension CRM. It's powerful. I know I talk about it a lot, but it's changed my life. It saves me a lot of time. But you can reactivate that group in other ways too. So if your lead magnets helped anybody inside your group, or even if it isn't somebody from your group, there's a testimonial related to that cool thing that you're trying to push in this 7 days, and drop a testimonial. Say, hey guys, that really cool thing that I gave you for $1 or free or whatever it was, it doesn't have to be your free lead magnet. It can be the $1 one. That really cool thing, this person took that step. They recognized this problem. They took that step and I solved it, and look at where they're at now. You want your prospective clients to see themselves as the hero inside of your journey. Social proof is so powerful, and it lets them do exactly that. All right, so utilize that. And then you can reactivate the lead magnet. So often whenever I'm using a lead magnet for clients, I'm going to say, this is, available for 24 hours, 48 hours or whatever. And then after 4 or 5 days, hey, this was so popular. Everybody's been asking for it. People have been getting amazing results by utilizing this. I brought it back because of popular demand. This is your last chance. This is your last chance. Okay. Now, sometimes I will get them to take a second step to get it that second time around, because you've created that fear of missing out. All right. They have seen their peers go after this lead magnet. They've seen the results that they've gotten from going after this lead magnet. So sometimes I'll say, it is back by popular demand, but it's an extra 50 cents. But you have to get on a call or subscribe to my mailing list or whatever to get it. Make them take that extra step. Okay. All right. And that second lot of people that have come in, that have actually taken that extra step, I think you'll find end up being hotter leads than the ones who come in the first time around. Now, don't just do this inside of your group. You've dropped lead magnets, you've primed other people's groups, you've utilized their assets, you've reactivated your database, you have done all of these things. Reactivate your lead magnet in all of those places as well. So this is like a 7 to 10 day process, and you will get clients from this. If you do all these steps the correct way, the way we show you inside Atlas Agency Launch Lab, or most of the training on this you can find on YouTube videos available to you guys at no charge. This is going to get you clients in the next 7 days. Okay. All right. What is Atlas Agency Launch Lab? How is it we teach you about it? Before I get into that, I don't want it to be me saying, hey guys, this is my really, really cool thing. I mean, I just taught you guys how to sell, right? So I have to be able to do it myself. I'm going to let you sit here and have a quick conversation, or have a look at what one of our students are saying about us. So Philip has just graduated yesterday, just finished the entire program, and he's here to tell you his experience.
Hey, good morning. My name is Phil Bally, and I am the founder of the Guided Growth Syndicate. So I began my journey from a freelance sales closer to a full-fledged agency owner a little over 3 months ago. In that time frame, I've secured 5 clients, and I am seeing my calendar fill up more and more each week. None of this would have unfolded as rapidly as it has without the Atlas Agency Launch Lab. Their Done For You program is the most complete and comprehensive that I've ever come across. But beyond that, their responsiveness and their care is second to none. They will literally even attend sales calls with you if that's what it takes to help you land clients. So, I keep telling Sheena she needs to raise her prices. Like, you guys, this is at least a $30,000 value here, and they're only charging a fraction of that price. So if you're thinking about signing up, I'd suggest you do it before they listen to me. But I'm just kidding. We're not going to put you on the spot like that. But seriously, if digital marketing is your goal, if you want to provide for your family and give them the freedom that they deserve, then you really need to stop looking and start taking action. Because I can promise you, you will get out what you put into this. This is the real deal. And I look forward to getting to know you on the inside of AALL. So cheers.
Oh, see, Philip makes me a little teary. So you didn't hear it from me, you heard it from them. All right, this is Atlas Agency Launch Lab, and it's kind of hard to explain, but I guess it's a mini MBA on launching your agency. We will help you launch if you haven't started yet. We will help you scale if you have started. And we have multiple packages, all on a pay-as-you-profit system, okay? We have the Done With You, which you get the core videos, you get some of the bonus videos, you get 2 90-minute agency incubator sessions with me where I go through your offer. I go through your messaging. I go through everything that you are struggling with right now, and I will make sure that it is solid, it's working right now in the market. And I'm not just going to say, hey, here's the answer. I am going to ask questions because I really want you to know it. So the next time you go ahead and do it, you've got it. All right. And then you get walkie-talkie coaching. That's your private Slack channel with not just me, with every coach and agency owner that is involved in this Atlas Agency Launch Lab program. You have a question, put it in there. Somebody's going to respond quicker than if you were to write inside of a Facebook group or somebody else. You get us inside of your Slack channel talking to you. And I think we're going to rename walkie-talkie coaching. I haven't done it yet, but that's what it is. Then you get brain branding. Brain branding is our proprietary method where Jen, one of our coaches, takes you through a brain spotting experience, and she helps brush away all the cobwebs. It's an absolute biohack. It is used by Fortune 500 CEOs, by pro athletes, by veterans of war. It's used by people to really clear their cobwebs, and it's going to put you into that flow state. And she's going to start asking you those questions you really, really need to know how to answer about your agency, about yourself, about your expression, about your service offerings, and about your avatar and your competitors, and all of those things that, unless you have the foundation, like we talked about today, unless you know those things, you can't get clients effectively and keep clients. All right. So she's going to take you through all of that. And then you get your group coaching. Group coaching is not live like this, where I'm talking at you and you guys are writing a comment. No, this is a group call through Google Meet, a video conferencing platform, and you can talk to me in real time and I can talk to you. So that's our Done With You program. You get in the door at that $2,000 now, $2,000 once I get you to $20,000. I have just as much invested in your success as you do. All right. Plug and play. Next step up. You get all of that plus more. You get SOPs, you get snapshots, you get a guest speaking live event where you can go ahead and talk with one of our coaches live that you can put on your YouTube channel. You can spread across your social media. You can use as a lead magnet. You get that experience in that big, big platform. You get content calendar. You get 4 one-on-one coaching sessions as well as your 90-minute coaching sessions. And then we have the VIP. VIP is, you want to scale fast, you want to do what Philip did, then VIP is the one that is going to get you there very, very, very quickly. And just the same as with the Done With You and Plug and Play, I'm just as invested as you are. So if you'd like to get in the door, if you would like to talk to us about joining Atlas Agency Launch Lab, if you would like to know more about any of the things I've talked about today, then I suggest that you reach out to us, because we would love to talk to you and see what we can do to get you to where Philip and to where Lynette and to where the rest of us have really gone through this process together as a family. So I'm going to drop a comment in here. This is my calendar. You're welcome to book a call with me and see whether or not Atlas Agency Launch Lab is a family for you. So, as I said, I have some fun giveaways for those of you that joined me live, and I wasn't lying, all right? Everybody who in the next 24 hours makes a decision to join Atlas Agency Launch Lab and puts down a deposit, to secure their spot, will go in the draw to get 25% off their entire program price. Okay, this is US dollars. This is US dollars. If you can put down $500 US today, then I will take 25% off your entire program price. All right. So there's my calendar. There is the link to reserve your space. And I hope I get to see you inside. If I don't, send me a message. Let me know whether or not this has been helpful. I want to check in with every single one of you in 7 to 10 days' time and see if you put these strategies in place and how it worked out for you. I'll be telling you my success stories and my bloopers along the way. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next week.